So today we're looking at the Vola TNC. Now I had a Vola and I loved it, and I have the Vola in the rainbow, which is called the I don't know, which is awesome, and I love it. And now they added a couple things like different picky uppy and switchy things. So this is the TNC. It comes in a tigery stripe, reddish orange. It comes in a beautiful dark blue and in this really cool, kind of neutral, super cool, gray thing. Here we go. Come on. Nice. Now, full disclosure, Vola's not going to like that I put this at the beginning of the video, but I have to. Full disclosure, these reviews are reviews, which means I will tell you everything and I will tell you the customer experience. I know Greg from Vola's going to go like, oh God, please don't, but I will. Now they sent me this guitar and I unboxed it, and it came in a beautiful plastic hard case, like SKB style, really nice. At that price point, pretty stunning. Because this guitar clocks in at about 400 less than a comparable Ibanez Prestige from the AZ line, which is also coming from Japan, both of them Japan made. And so the presentation with the hard shell case and everything is pretty damn high end for less than the competition. But right here, on the one that they sent me, there was clearly a branch hole. Astloch, as we say in German, a knot in the wood, which if whoever picked the wood wouldn't have seen this because this was cut out later. So that person, not at fault, but everyone else in the chain, the people that painted this, the people that put it together, someone in the chain of people handling this instrument should have said, this shouldn't leave the factory. Well, it left the factory. Here are pictures of how the guitar arrived. I really didn't have a massive problem with it. It would have, it did sound the same. I don't think it would have affected the functionality of the guitar, but realistically, you don't have this on any instrument, and most certainly not one in the higher price range. And when I said to Vola, it's a great guitar, but look at this, and we're like, oh my God, they were appalled. Okay, this is the main idea of the story. They said, no, we don't want you to have this. Nobody should have this. This is not an instrument that should have left the factory. Something went wrong. And they immediately recalled it, sent me a new one. So if you're getting something like this from Vola, because it is a order directly online kind of a company now, just know that they will take care of you. Send it back, send the picture, say, should this be like this? And they will take care of you because they're good people. That being said, next point of interest, they did now go completely to a direct sales model in Europe and in the US, which means that this guitar, which previously clocked in at 2,400 euro, yes, because with a distribution model of a distributor and a store and all of that, everyone adds on their pricing. Now, they could have easily went direct and kept the price because it is in that kind of prestige, Ibanez, top level or higher level range. They said, no, we're gonna pass on the savings to the customer, as people say. And they reduced the prices of all of them. Thank you, Vola, which now makes this guitar worth less to me if I ever wanted to sell it. You bastards, but that's fine. So you can even, if you order it online, which is now the only place where you can order Vola guitars directly from their website, use my coupon code below. I think I get, a percentage of that. I don't know what percentage. It's nice. But you save 5%. That's pretty cool. Given that it's 1,600, that's 160, that's $80 off. That's cool. So, comes in a hard shell case. Now we're going to go through the specs. I have one more thing that I noticed on this, and again, I passed it on to Vola, and they immediately were like, oh, okay, fine, fixed. I love a company that doesn't go, yeah, but you say bad things about, no. Sometimes I find something that they didn't, and as long as they immediately fix it, there's zero issues. So this comes in a beautiful mahogany body. The previous one, I have to say, had a 3-piece body. I wasn't very happy about that. This is, it's hard to see. but I think this is a two-piece body, as it should be on an instrument like this. It's definitely absolutely gorgeous looking mahogany. Look at this. It's very beautiful. Now, this is on top, which is fine for a Strat style instrument. This is recessed as it should be. We have no shaping here, but this is a little bit rounded off, which is good, and a shaping here, which is completely pointless. I always point that out, that it is pointless, because you're playing guitar like this, okay? But for it to be effective up there, look, I'm playing sitting down or standing up. My hand is never in that position. I would have to literally play like this for it to actually come into play. So I don't know why companies think this is telling you ergonomics. It actually isn't, because, I mean, who plays guitar with the arm in this position? That makes no sense, unless you... I don't get it. But ergonomic shaping. Someone started this, and now all the other companies are doing it because they think it sells more guitars. Look, shaping this off, which is way more complicated. Yes. This, that's just for looks and totally duping you. But of course, everyone does it, so it's not a Vola problem. We have a beautiful roasted maple neck with a skunk stripe. We have vintagey Goto locking tuners, as it freaking should be. Slightly staggered tuners, we'll get to this, and a very stunning top with this see-through pickguard. So these look to be lumen lace, nice fretwork. We have stainless steel frets. Goto trem. Right now it's set up to actually be on the top of the guitar, so I can only do downbendies. We have 5 positions with a blade, humbucker in single coil form, single coil and a humbucker. In the back, that allows me to split these two, so that gives me quite a few more options. And this is supposed to be a push-pull to change the voicing of this. I don't really hear a massive change or any change, but we're going to explore that. And then very cool is this push-pull. Not push-pull, push-push. This button, it's a freaking button. And that actually takes all the electronics completely out of the equation and sends your pickup directly to the output, which could be cool. You could be rolling this off a bit and maybe some tone roll off in a certain position. And then you click this and then bam, none of that matters anymore. So it's kind of like 2 different gain settings if you wanted that. Let's get the critique out of the way right away. When you're doing open E, the E string jumps out. And they did immediately react to that. Now, all these guitars, because of the reversed headstock, if you look at the string angle right there, it's very flat over the nut. And that is because it's a reversed headstock. So you have the E all the way here, and it's very flat, and it's bound to jump out, okay? I don't know why nobody noticed that before, but it clearly jumps out every time you have no fret and you're doing an open, aggressive picking. So it could also be how the nut is shaped, but it's beautifully shaped, and that actually, it looks to be a bone nut. It's very easily fixed with a string tree right there, and we're good. And I think that's what they did from now on the one that you're getting. So this issue is not an issue anymore. I love a company that listens to the customers, or at least the reviewers, and therefore also the customers, because we shouldn't be treated any other way. Playability is beautiful. Volas are very bright. All of them are. And that's not a bad thing at all. Now we're going to go check out some sounds here. Into the Tone King Sky King with the 412 Creamback loaded cab in the aux. And I have other amps on as well to check it out. And on the table, I have a Bogner Ecstasy Red, which I have set up to a sound like so. For reasons. So here we are. Beautiful. Now let's check out this different voicing. It might be imaginary. I don't know. Let's do that with some gain. Okay, I'm gonna say that's either not working or it's way too subtle. So we're gonna ignore that this has a different voicing, okay? But it has a beautiful voicing. That's where it's at right there. That is fun. This is a single coil. You can already see there's a lot of sounds to be had. In the middle actually is very usable, and usually nobody actually uses the middle. Very spanky. Ah! it does change on the in-between positions, whether you have these in single coil or humbucker mode, which really adds, well, 2 more voicings. That should be a song. Something like this. And then in single coil. All right, something like that. So with some gain here. So single coil in the back. So something else first. So we're in the neck position now. If I go circumvent, so I go around the electronics, the signal does get clearer and purer. Let's check this out. So I can't do anything because that's the whole idea, right? Go around it. So if I wanted to do this, let's see. So I roll this back a bit, and now I go directly out. So you can build yourself a lead and a rhythm tone. She plays beautifully. She looks unique, but not too unique. Price point is pretty stunning for what you're getting. I think you are, with the case and the materials and the flame and everything, you are about 400 or a little bit more under what someone like Schecter, Ibanez, who else? Top level chord I never had, so I can't speak to that. You know, those kind of companies would get you. So let's do some lead tone. I haven't played guitar in weeks. I've been cutting down trees, eating my lunch, going to the lavatory. doing yard work and other things and being on the phone for Gear Street. So this is weird. I'm sorry. I also suck. I mean, that's the two things. Okay, that leaves a couple of different amps. We're going to go into the RedSeven up there on the Vintage channel. Gonna go into the Soldano SLO100 right below it. Soldano is a little bit too massive for me if you ask me, which I think you're doing because you're watching this video. We are in the Morgan MVP66, which is very classic JTM. Let's do one more, and that's the Marshall JCM800. I love that spankiness on the in-between positions. The level doesn't go down, and it has this beautiful single coily spankitude. Just beautiful. Forget to click the switch. Now, okay, this is a beautiful instrument. High quality components. Again, every company can mess up, and you know this thing on the first one. Again, if you get this is the mark of a good brand. If when there is a little bit of a fuck up, how they react. Gibson, I'm sorry to say this, Gibson, when the paint came off their $10,000 Murphy Labs, said it's the customer's fault and blamed the customers. That's not what you do. You say, we fucked up, send it back, we fix it, as Vola did. Okay? I think these are gorgeous. I love that they have this tiny little, thing that's different. It's a little bit pointier than a Strat. All the components are beautifully done, made in Japan. They have their own little thing, but they have locking tuners, Goto parts. Don't know who makes the pickups, don't care. Literally don't give a flying rat's ass. If it's a great guitar, it's a great guitar. It's $16.39 officially. You can get this on the European website, including, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's how you say this. Let me check. Shipping calculated at checkout. It's not including shipping, but that is including tax as far as I know. 10-day money back guarantee. Free shipping to most countries. View my cart. Check out. So I just put in the coupon code Henning, and it went down $81.95. Not horrible. Shipping, blah, blah, blah. Free. Ha! So when you're buying this in Germany with my coupon code Henning, which is my name, you're spending $15.57, which, I'm sorry, my friends from Ibanez, that's $500 under your Japanese-made AZ, which is a fantastic guitar, no question about that, but this is a €500 difference, of course, coming through the direct sales model. 10-day, no question asked, return, which I think technically when it's online, it has to be 14 days. So I think there might be off there. 10-day money back guarantee. So realistically, I don't know if that's legal because I think it has to be 14 days when you buy anything online, but I'm not sure. But you definitely have 10 days to send it back for whatever reason. Free shipping in Germany and 5% off with my code. Come on! I play these things. I've had several. I always get new ones in, sell off the old ones because I don't need several Aussies. So the this one will stay, and the beautiful rainbow-colored one will probably move on because I have a lot of guitars. Doesn't mean I don't love them, but it's the nature of the channel. Thank you, Vola. I'm hoping I get to see their 7-string, which is really, really cool. Come in here and do a review for that as well. I'll put links below, including the coupon code, the code for you to get 5% off. And Adam was at the end.